Good morning, everyone. Welcome to episode 2 of Jacob's Journal. This was quite a hard one to think up. I know it's only the second video, but yeah, I had a really good time with the first video and realised that how am I going to follow what I thought was a very good video, very funny, very good. So I thought, got my coffee, got a camera, I'll do a bit of a why am I doing this and a bit of a goal. Well, I will film because I'll be doing it after this. I will do a bit of like why am I doing this, what is this for, which obviously I've gone into a little bit in my previous video, and also the sort of goals I want to achieve and to document through doing this. So as the sort of coronavirus stuff is lifting, we're getting a bit more sort of flexibility to do more things like going out, meeting people in the parks and stuff, then obviously this is going to become a little bit more different than just being in my own house and filming things. So here is what I filmed now. Wow, I mean, what an introduction by me. So moving to the first question, why am I doing this? As I mentioned before in the previous video, really the reason for this, there's kind of two reasons. The main reason is to sort of look back on times in my life. I'm 26. Yeah, I'm 26. And just realizing that I don't really have like pictures from like my childhood, and nothing was really documented too much going through there. So I've been toying with the idea for, I would say, 4 or 5 years of documenting and filming and doing a YouTube video, but never really found the passion or the love for doing it. And the reasons why, like I would do it sometimes, it would be towards a fitness journey or a more of a kind of like a challenge that was set, if that would be Gym 66, or if that would be something I would just create in my head and think, or create through other people and just think that that was what I wanted to do. So obviously bear with me with this video. It might be a long one because I do like to talk. If you know me, I will just talk for Britain and I will just say so many things that it's not relevant. So the two reasons really. One is the big reason, and that is to document as much as I can, quite raw. And I'll get into sort of the editing kind of things as I go along, but more to start off with, just being a bit more raw, like what I get up to in my days, things that happen, what I want to achieve. It's something I can look back on and enjoy, and I just find that really quite fascinating. And my girlfriend, who documented her 2 kids sort of upbringing through the years, and she can look back now and show her what is now sort of not toddler age of my life. Can't forget how old they are. 4 and 6. She'll shout at me if I'm wrong. 4 and 6 or 4 and 7. One of the two. And one of them's got a birthday this month, next month, June. So yeah. So she documents all of those, and I found that like kind of got me on my passion going again and wanting to do that sort of thing for me in my life, because I love setting goals and I love to achieve them. And what I'm missing right now in my life is I've gotten to a stage where I'm getting a bit lazy. I'm not really doing too much that I want to do with my life, and mainly finding my happiness with sort of like groups of friends, work, and my girlfriend, which can also have a detrimental effect when you then look back on the last year and be like, well, what have I actually done with my life or with myself? So this is sort of like the main reason is really to, obviously babbling on, the main reason is really just document something that I can show maybe my kids in the future, or just to look back on as sort of a fun exercise or a fun journey to go on. So that's really the main reason. And also the second other reason is to keep me accountable. So what I want to sort of do from this is really kind of try and reach outside my comfort zone. So if that be working out, if that be doing sort of things that scare me, because I find myself quite a nervous person. Not really many people know that about me, that I'm actually quite quite a nervous person when it comes to doing anything. So if that be going to meet friends in a pub, that obviously I don't do that often, but if that was, it's out of my comfort zone because I don't really do it that often. Or if that be, like sometimes I, when I'm working, I cycle to work every day, and every morning some things go through my mind. I'm just like, a what if? Like, what if I get knocked off my bike? Or it's those sort of things that like I get quite nervous about, and people might think that's a bit weird, but that's kind of who I am, and that's really what I want to portray over here, is just being what I think is a normal person, and maybe factoring in those taboo subjects of like the mental health side of things, or the anxiety, or the like things that you get stuck up in your head. And it's obviously very much so now with being on my own for 8 weeks, that it has really kind of come into sort of more where I think I was very much happy with how I was, very strong-minded. I kind of realised I wasn't, and that was kind of a big shock. So another reason why I find it quite, if I can put this out to other people and maybe just that one person can relate or anything, then obviously that's me just being open, and I quite like to be open. And some people say I'm too open with how I'm feeling or whatever. But yeah, so that's something for me, is to keep myself accountable and to breach the sort of walls of my comfort zone. And just my biggest goal in life is just to make my future self the best person it can possibly be over the years and over the times, and slowly building the foundations now to then build, say, like a pyramid, to then being the peak of that pyramid. Is I look back, if that be 20, 30, 60 years time, and be like, yes, I started in 2020, that was my year. It's a rubbish year for everyone, let's face it. So I just want to be sort of setting goals. So the next video, I was going to sort of put in goals, but I don't want to really rush it too much because I kind of want to think them through with some short-term and long-term goals. But the main goal is really around all this, is something I can look back on and be like, yes, I made the most of the rest of my 20s, my 30s and my 40s, and just know that right now I'm working my butt off to build the best future for both myself and then my future with, if that be a family or anyone that comes into my life. So I think that will be the video for this week. If you have any questions or anything that I know that the 3 people that did initially come into the premiere, and then I amazingly had 13 views, which for me is weird because I don't know the other people. So it's always like one of those things, again, go back to being the anxious me and overthinking things like, who are they? Like, I wonder who is watching, or are they like who are they? Just a random thing. But yeah, so for this channel is for me to document my life, the main one, for me to keep myself accountable to what I set myself, and to follow that as kind of like a diary, because I feel like if I start with a goal of the weeks or the goal to achieve, if that might be stupid things like going and exercising more or eating better, or some things that I can slowly change in my life that will mount up to better things. Because for me, I have a big problem with piling on so much and not actually achieving anything and actually going backwards. So this is kind of a trying to not do too much but do enough at the same time. So yeah, I mean, I have completely forgot about what I just spoke about in this video, so this is going to be a fun watch back. But yeah, if you have any questions or anything you want to see or you think that will be kind of fun, because I have no idea what I'm doing, I'm just documenting my life, so anything that will be a bit more entertaining, then put anything in the comments or message me if you have my number, because yeah, I actually really enjoy doing this. Some people find it weird, but I actually quite enjoy filming myself in my bedroom while it's sunny. But yes, I've got to go and do some work now because I'm still working. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week with a bit more of a structure to this and a bit more of what this will be going forward. So once a week, Friday, Harper State, Friday, grab your glass of wine. That is a thing now. It's a thing with me and my girlfriend, and I'm pretty sure with her and her mum, is Friday night wine. So I want to make that a thing. Grab your wine, settle down and watch this video that may be 10 minutes long, it may be 5 minutes long, who knows. But yeah, I look forward to making the video for next week. Like I say, a bit more structure and a bit more, I guess, knowledge of what I want to do. So a bit more finding out what I want to do and what I want to achieve from this. But thank you so much for watching. Again, hit subscribe if you don't. That just sounds weird. If you want to, I don't really care if you don't. This is mainly for me. And then like the video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.